first I would like to say like SFM की theory is like खजाना, bonus points.
So hello guys, we have with us today CA Brahmak Jain, All India Rank 1 in CA Final Jan 21 attempt. Welcome Brahmak. And we have CA Vatsal Karnani, who had secured All India Rank 18 in his CA Final Jan 21 attempt. Welcome Vatsal. So
thank you Ayush.
Thank you Ayush. Great to be here.
Guys, we are here to discuss the SFM strategy because let me tell you, Brahmak had secured 81 marks in his SFM paper and Vatsal had secured 83 marks in his SFM paper, which happens to be one of the toughest papers in the CA final curriculum. So we'll discuss with them as to how did they prepare for this and how did they achieve this feat. So shall we start?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my first question to both of you is, what were the study resources that you had referred to? And what was the faculty from which you, what was the faculty or the coaching class from where you're taking class?
So I had taken my coaching classes from Sanjay Saraf sir. So that was the primary material that I referred to. Sir had their notes as well. So that was the first go-to material. And after that, Institute had released a new book in December 20 perhaps. So I had solved the entire book in December and January. So towards the later part of my preparation, my focus had actually gone to the Institute material because I found that more comprehensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Vatsal, I did take classes from Sanjay Saraf sir. So my primary and the only source of material was the book given by Sanjay Saraf sir, the primary book which he gives. Not the Challenger series, not the top 100. So I did not delve into those extra questions to cover all the breadth. But I did obviously go through all the past RTP, MTPs and exam papers. Though most of the questions are covered by the sir's material itself, you could find like 2 or 3 questions from all the materials. And I did try to cover the old course material. Yeah. I did try to cover the old course material as well. So I did like try to solve off one chapter, but I found that the time taken in sorting out the relevant questions was like way more than solving the questions. So I dropped the old course material, and definitely the relevant questions are covered by the teacher's material already. So I would say that, yeah, don't delve into the old course traffic material and all. Yeah. So that was the material I referred.
So what we understand is you had taken classes from sir, Sanjay Saraf sir, and you had referred to his material, but your focus was equally on the ICI resources, the RTPs, MTPs, and the past papers. So that is equally important.
I think at CA final level, it is indispensable to like refer the RTPs, MTPs, and past papers. So it goes without saying, whatever be the subject, you definitely have to refer the past materials of the ICI.
Yeah, what actually happened with us was that my exam was in May 20 and it happened in Jan 21. So we had gone through sir's book so many times that in the last it was like, okay, this is nitrogen limited. Okay, this is this sum. So it became like, it didn't make any sense to work those problems again. So I referred to the institute material because there were new sums there and especially written practice ki thi.
Okay. So my next question is, what was the ABC strategy that you followed, or what were the chapters that you focused on?
When it comes to ABC strategy, the first and foremost thing is that when it comes to SFM, everyone starts with Forex. Now, if you start with Forex, the length of the chapter of Forex is this huge. You actually can't complete it even if you give it 4 days on the day one. Like if you start with Forex, you will take 4 days to complete it. So it doesn't make sense to start with it. You have to start with smaller but important chapters like maybe mutual funds, although I did it in the end, but I won't advise that. You should do mutual funds in the beginning. You can do with portfolio management, that I did in the beginning. And there was another chapter, mergers and acquisitions, because these are chapters from which questions always come and these are quite numerical. So like if you understand the concept, it is very difficult that the questions will come which can actually confuse you.
Okay. And what's your take, Brahmak?
Well, first of all, at the outset, I don't believe in ABC strategies.
Okay.
And like I would like say to all of those in CA final, I think the institute is trying to test us on the breadth. So, and we know it usually happens. जो topic छोड़ के जाएंगे, वही question आएगा और वो सबसे ज़्यादा marks का उसी का weightage रहेगा. So definitely, yeah, ABC strategy mind में रहती है कि like हाँ ये chapter important है, ये chapter important है. But I would say don't give undue weightage to the ABC strategy. Keep in your mind कि हाँ ठीक है इसमें थोड़ा बहुत चलेगा, कम पढ़ूंगा तो लेकिन like always try to cover 100% course and full श्रद्धा के साथ. So and then like Vatsal, मतलब like I usually started off with the Forex. So I believe that it doesn't really matter the order in which you study, but try to pick chapters in like groups. So if you are starting with forex, then pick forex derivative and interest rate risk management. So this is like a chunk. Then you can do bonds and equity. This is a chunk. Then portfolio management and mutual funds. So studying like link the chunks which are linked to each other, but you can like obviously have in any order you like.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
मतलब definitely.
But Bhramar, do you remember that one question, like the mandatory question which came in SFM, that was some weird type of autocorrelation test. Yeah. So like that is something I read just before the day of exam. I was following the important chapters part and like I missed out on that. But मैं सोचा नहीं आएगा, अरे क्या फालतू है, कभी नहीं आया. I just referred it the day before exam and it came in the exam hall. So like the point which Bhramar mentioned about covering the breadth of the syllabus, that's actually very important.
And I think that for that, what I usually do is like all subjects that I करता हूँ, making summaries. So in SFM also, like I had made summaries of like every chapter. So like it's not a detailed summary, but a basic framework of what all the chapter contains. And I do not leave a single specific sum out of it. I write autocorrelation test भी मेरा उसमें था कि हाँ ऐसे करना है ऐसे करना. It was just one line. But because of that, I knew what to do in exam. I did not solve any question of autocorrelation test at all. In fact, हमने क्लास में भी ना वो सिर्फ फॉर्मेट बना के छोड़ दिया था, नंबर्स तक नहीं लिखे थे. But I was able to solve that in exam just because I had written that one line in my summary.
मतलब coverage तो 100% रखना ही होगा. You can't leave out on anything. But yes, जो important chapters है उसमें थोड़ा ज़्यादा time devote करके you should be strong in those chapters definitely. But cover entire portion of the syllabus. The next question is, how important is theory for SFM? Considering around 12 to 18 marks compulsorily theory आता है, ठीक है, मतलब 20 marks तक जाता है. So how important is theory? New syllabus का if you refer to the material देखेंगे पूरा भर के theory. So how important is theory and how to deal with it?
Like you have actually mentioned that theory is important, but like in theory there are certain chapters like securitization which is actually important. There's startup finance which is important. So I had these 2 to 3 chapters which I had studied earlier. वो मैंने institute के material से पढ़ा था, उसके question answers भी देखे थे. And in the last few days there was a PDF going of a teacher which had all the RTP and MTP questions. So I had taken out the print of it, and the day before the exam I had read it, because SFM theory is not something like audit or law कि एकदम word to word you need to know. You need to understand it. कि हाँ भाई venture capital है तो वो क्या क्या करेगा.
I had a similar approach, similar to that of Vatsal. But first I would like to say like SFM की theory is like खजाना, bonus points. मतलब it's so less importance wise देखोगे तो, और इतना ज़्यादा weightage होता है ना, like all CA final course में अगर तुमने SFM की theory अच्छे से कर लिया, it's like least effort and most reward. So definitely जो securitization and startup जो chapter होता है, that is the most important. तो ये दोनों chapters I definitely recommend कि do from the ICI material. ICI material से करो, पूरा करो, right? And about the theory of rest of the chapters, don't get into it in detail. So what I did was like I did go through the past RTPs and MTPs, and उसमें last questions जो होते हैं उसमें सब theory question होते हैं. So I made a compilation of that and I made a summary of that. So I made almost 10 pages summary of that question and answers. So उसमें मैंने points लिखे थे. And like Vatsal said, SFM में like apart from those 2 chapters, it's not important to write the exact sentences or the exact philosophy of the same. So even if you are remembering the headings, I think that is enough and you understand the concept. So like focus on those 2 chapters and बाकी सब chapters के like have an overview. Just remember the points.
Read सब करना पड़ेगा. You'll have to cover everything because in our term, I remember questions were from mutual funds, from portfolio. So you'll have to cover the length and breadth of the theory as well. But focus on these 2 because you'll definitely get 2 questions.
One or two questions
out of these 2 chapters.
Well, I won't say that cover the breadth. As per my personal opinion, like I would not want to cover the entire study material or entire ICM material. I think if you cover the RTPs and MTPs question, that is fine as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. The next thing is, what is the importance of written practice in SFM paper? How important is it?
So like written practice, especially in SFM and financial reporting and direct tax. These are 3 papers overall in which written practice is extremely very important. When it came to SFM, I always used to do one thing. I did not read about the chapter or anything. I used to just open the book, open the question, don't see the solution and try to solve it. Because SFM is basically about numbers. So if you are right on the numbers, क्या होगा? मतलब add, divide, multiply, subtract, कुछ यही होगा ना, उसके अलावा तो और कुछ होगा नहीं. So उसी के basis पे बस चलने का. And like if you do a question once without seeing the solution, then you know that you will be able to crack it in the exam hall as well. So you even learn the approach to how to solve the problem. So that is one thing I did. I did this even in cost exam as well, cost के preparation maybe. So this was really helped me.
Okay.
And like all sums were written practiced, and like if the sum becomes easy अगर एक बार में बन गया तो I used to mark it as easy, don't see, I'm never going to see it again. कोई मतलब नहीं है ना वापस लिखने का if I've done it right now. So that was the approach that I followed.
Okay.
So definitely when it comes to SFM, I think पूरे CA final course में it is the only subject which is pure practical. मतलब ठीक है theory को थोड़ा बहुत छोड़ दो चैप्टर के अलावा, but if you see any subject, FR ले लो, that is combi of practical and theory. IDT ले लो, it is again combi. DT is also combi. So SFM is the only pure practical chapter. तो somewhere अपनी जो IPCC में practice होती है ना कि practice करने की आदत, वो I think कि CA final में खत्म हो जाती है. That's because of all the practical subjects are like pseudo practical. लेकिन I cannot focus enough that कितना important है SFM में practice करना. But here मेरी personal opinion में there's slightly difference from Vatsal is that I did not prefer written practice. मतलब I did practice it on calculator and like I had a rough copy beside me. So I used to write figures, haywire types like this, and but I did not never used to like make a structure and solve the question because I think
exactly.
SFM
even I used to do it that way.
Right. Most of the कोई specified format नहीं है. Unlike the costing in IPCC or final, कोई specified format नहीं है. You can go on whatever way you like. ठीक है. Recently there has been some cases where institute was like giving marks if we used to solve from their approach. लेकिन उतना possible नहीं है कि like उस extent में जाके institute का answer imitate करना. That is okay if you don't go through that. I think practice is very very important. And the thing is SFM का course जो है ना relatively काफी छोटा है. Relatively, mind you, सारे subjects. So it is possible to cover and solve every question in that 1.5 days. Obviously, अगर तुम ABC marking करते हो तो एकदम फालतू questions तो obviously you won't be going to solve. So every unique question को solve करना या at least calculator में थोड़ा बहुत करना is possible in that 1.5 days. So I think that is definitely a thing that you should do in SFM. So practice is definitely very very important.
मतलब 1.5 days में you can go through all the sums and you should go through all the sums. That is point one. And written practice is very important. Although format में करना is not very important, but you should whatever is there in your mind should be there on paper, so that it is structured. And एक बार दिख रहा है ऐसा नहीं कि हाँ कर रहे हैं, but exam में when you actually put it down on paper, you're not able to present it or you're not able to reproduce it in the paper. So written practice is very important. Now, the next question is, what were the number of revisions that you have done and what was the time taken for each revision?
I've lost count of it. I really lost count of it, yaar. Our exams were in May 20. उसके बाद यार January 21 तक, like you can understand what we were doing exactly. Like May से जब June हुआ, then we were revising. But in SFM, I had this thing because like Brahma pointed out, it was a totally practical subject. So I never used to like take it up and that I'm doing SFM only the entire day. So I used to mix it with audit and law. कि हाँ audit पढ़ूंगा 6 घंटे and then I'll do SFM of 2 hours. तो उस तरीके से मैं audit को खत्म करता था along with a combination of audit and law because SFM is quite refreshing and like I personally like SFM as well.
Okay. So we are also unlike Vatsal. I did not used to pick 2 or 3 subjects in a day. My policy has always been one subject in one day. In fact, one subject unless it completes. So ideally, I'll answer from the May 20 perspective, what I had originally in my mind from the May 20 exam point of view. May 20 के बाद से January 20 भूल जाते हैं. So I think that 3 revisions are ideal. So first revision जो मैंने किया था, and then also SFM is one of the smallest subjects relatively. So I had allotted 10 days to SFM without theory, and for theory I had allotted 1 day, and I was able to cover the entire subject in those days. So 10 plus 1 day in first revision. In second revision, the ideal time was 5 days, though I took I think around 6 days. And in third revision, obviously you have to cover it in maximum 3 days. So this is, I think, the ideal number of revision and the ideal time that you should devote in revising the SFM.
Okay, मतलब वही है, minimum 3 revisions तो चाहिए ही, and जितना हो वो add on, it is up to you.
Yeah.
And
I don't think like if considering from the May 20 point of view, I had time for 3 revisions. My first time was completed. Syllabus padna was around mid-February, and then after that we had 2.5 months. So SFM उसमें एक ही बार ही आ रहा था because towards the later part of my revisions I was focusing more on audit and law. क्योंकि वो ज़्यादा theoretical है, वो सब मैं retain करना है.
Definitely जो थर्ड रिवीजन होता है ना, that is obviously subjective. मतलब तुम जब उस circumstance में आते हो, तो out of 7 subjects you pick out 4 or 5 subjects, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं आ ही जाता है. then you have to evaluate in what subject you are strong. लेकिन आइडियली जो शुरुआत में तुम्हारा फ्रेमवर्क होता है ना, द फ्रेमवर्क और टाइम मैनेजमेंट शुड बी लाइक कि 3 रिवीजन सारे सब्जेक्ट के हो जाए.
तो मतलब वही है कि 2 to 3 रिवीजन आइडियली होना ही चाहिए. The next thing is how do we plan those 1.5 days before the exam? क्योंकि एक 1.5 दिन में कोई भी सब्जेक्ट कवर करना is little difficult. Although SFM ठीक है, फिर भी हो गया था मेरा भी और अब तुम लोग का भी हो गया था, but still how do we plan it?
Honestly, it is very difficult to plan the 1.5 days because I'm stimulating the entire atmosphere कि वो एग्जाम देने के बाद में क्या चल रहा होगा दिमाग में. It's actually very difficult. So I had definitely planned. मेरा पूरा प्लान था कि मतलब आके मैं I don't exactly remember किस तरीके से प्लान किया था, but I had written it down. I had a chalked plan कि हाँ मेरा एग्जाम सेंटर पास में था, so I would be reaching home by approximately 5:45. So I had decided that okay, I'll eat and drink for 15 minutes, and from 6 to 7 I will sleep. Post 7 p.m. I'll start studying, and then I decided the sequence of chapters which I'll be studying. तो उस तरीके से किया था, but I didn't follow the sequence in any of the subjects. And I will tell you something here, like you actually know कि क्या करना है उस समय पे. I'll tell you something, मतलब SFM का वीडियो, I don't know whether I should be saying this or not, but for मतलब just the day before exam of SFM I studied audit for 2 hours because I was feeling confident in SFM, but मुझे पता था कि audit नहीं हो रहा है मेरे से. So like you somehow know at that time that what you are going to do, what is your weak point. So instead focus on your weaknesses. मतलब पूरा तो रिवाइज करना है पर ज्यादा फोकस जो नहीं पता है कि नहीं हुआ है उस पे करो. So that's one thing.
Again I believe grammar would differ.
Yeah, I was not such a daredevil like myself.
Even
I could not think of picking any other subject from like day before exam. So, like saying about that 1.5 days in all the subjects, what a single strategy what I used to follow was that during the revisions, second revision and third revision, I used to write the number of hours I was taking in studying. So वो ना hours reduce होते जाते हैं, like second revision में, third revision में. So before the exam, I had a number of hours for each chapters planned. So it was almost getting over in say about 15 hours. राइट. सो अगर वो रहते हैं ना तुम्हारे पास एक चैप्टर को कितना टाइम लग रहा है तो उससे बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प मिलती है. मतलब लाइक वुड यू बी एबल टू कवर इट इन द 1.5 डेज. एक अलग लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. डेफिनेटली इन द थर्ड रिवीजन बहुत कम टाइम पे रिड्यूस हो जाता है तुम्हारा जो आवर्स होता है. आई थिंक दिस इज अ प्रैक्टिस दैट यू शुड फॉलो अगर तुम्हें कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए कि लाइक 1.5 डेज में कवर नहीं हो रहा है तो इससे एकदम श्योर हो जाता है कि हाँ हो जाएगा कवर.
Yeah, but one thing I forgot to mention, जब मैं पहले बोला था कि that I used to mark sums as easy don't see, so there were few sums जो बार-बार गलत होते थे. So I used to see those sums just the day before exam because I knew कि अगर आएगा क्वेश्चन तो यही क्वेश्चन वैसा पॉसिबल है जो कि मेरा गलत हो सकता है. So like just focusing on mistakes, and even when I was like जब प्रैक्टिस करते समय got to know कि ये मिस्टेक हो रहा है तो एक कॉपी के बैक एंड पे मैं लिख लेता था कि मतलब क्या मिस्टेक हुई एग्जैक्टली, क्या सम में क्या लिखा हुआ होने से क्या करना है. So like it was an entire mistakes का 5 to 6 pages. So I knew कि if I had seen that तो मतलब खत्म है मेरे लिए.
मतलब गलतियों से सीखना. You had a compilation of all your mistakes at one
yeah,
place.
Exactly.
गलतियां हो रही है बार-बार. I should not repeat them.
Exactly.
Okay.
ये था.
So my next question is how do we attempt the paper and how do we utilize the 15 minutes before the exam जो reading time होता है. Considering SFM बहुत डेंजरस सब्जेक्ट होगा अभी लास्ट 2 अटेम्प्ट से इट हैज बिकम मतलब वेरी डेडली सब्जेक्ट. पहले क्या होता था लोग ग्रुप 1 निकालते थे SFM और FR के भरोसे, ऑडिट और लॉ का ठीक नहीं करता था, बट अभी उल्टा हो गया. सो हाउ डू वी टैकल दैट पेपर? इजी हो टफ हो, हाउ डू वी अटेम्प्ट?
So the first and foremost thing is when you are sitting in the exam hall, don't consider yourself as inferior to anyone. It is the 3 hours and 15 minutes. Everyone is getting the same time. And you have also studied. तो एक तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट है मेंटल बिलीफ होना चाहिए कि yes you can ace it. And the second thing is that जब क्वेश्चन पेपर हाथ में आए तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज मैंडेटरी टू अटेम्प्ट. तो उसको पढ़ने का उस समय सेंस नहीं बनता है. इंस्टेड यू रीड द रिमेनिंग 5 क्वेश्चंस, मोस्ट ऑफली 5 होंगे ना, हाँ 5 क्वेश्चंस, एंड देन आउट ऑफ दोस 5 और 6 क्वेश्चंस जो भी उसमें से आइडेंटिफाई कि कौन सा तुम नहीं करोगे, कौन सा तुमको नहीं आता. सो यू मेक द चॉइस देन एंड देयर, एंड व्हेन यू आर स्टार्ट टू सॉल्व तो तुमको पता है कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन तुमको पढ़ने का जरूरत नहीं है ताकि उस समय पढ़ने का टाइम नहीं वेस्ट हो. So that was the approach that I followed.
Okay. And Brahma?
First of all, I would say that SFM is not a tough subject. तो ये हवा को सबसे पहले खत्म करो. I think somewhere जब से न्यू कोर्स आया ना तो what used to happen कि शुरुआत के अटेम्प्ट्स were like very easy, straight forward study मैथ से क्वेश्चन आते थे. but that was never a pattern of chartered accountancy exams ever. तो अभी जो level of papers आ रहे हैं ना, that is normal. They are not extraordinary. तो सबसे पहले अपना mindset change करो. SFM और costing कोई खतरनाक hard नहीं है. Definitely hard questions आएंगे और हमेशा से आते थे. Previous attempts में नहीं आए थे, they were exceptional. अभी जो attempts आ रहे हैं, they are not exceptional. Okay.
ये भी ठीक है.
Like Vatsal said, definitely. First question तो attempt करना ही होता है, so it does not make sense to like ponder over it. But what I used to do was, जिसको एक बार देख लेता था कि कहीं easy है, बहुत ज़्यादा easy है, तो उसको पहले solve कर लूँगा. And then you go on to see all the next question कि कौन सा सबसे easy है, कौन सा छोड़ना है. I would say कि वो अगर decide नहीं भी हुआ तो चलेगा, लेकिन कौन सा सबसे easy and which you will be able to solve in the most perfect way is very important. So what I observed was कि मैंने अपनी certified copies मंगाई. In almost all the subjects जिसमें मुझे अच्छे marks मिले, the first 3 or 4 questions I got like 20 out of 20, 19 out of 20 ऐसा. तो जो शुरुआत में जो कॉन्फिडेंस बिल होता है ना एग्जामिनर का, like that is like awesome. तो शुरुआत में तुम्हारे सारे क्वेश्चन सही हो जाए, परफेक्टली बने, तो like I think it is very very nice in a subjective paper. So definitely start from the easiest. And जो एक, it is always going to be the case that 15-20 मार्क का तुम्हें नहीं आएगा, right? SFM में, हमारे SFM में भी 15-20 मार्क के क्वेश्चन was very very tough. तो ठीक है, उसको भूल ही जाओ, पूरे पेपर के टाइम भूल जाओ. सम पीपल लाइक कि नहीं, उस क्वेश्चन को भी पढ़ लो ताकि वो बैकग्राउंड में तुम्हारे दिमाग में चलते रहे और कुछ क्रैक हो जाएगा. लेकिन आई एम टोटली अगेंस्ट इट. मतलब नहीं भाई, उससे सिर्फ टेंशन आएगा, सोल्यूशन कुछ नहीं आएगा. लाइक तुम्हें पता चलता है कि तुमने 3-4 लाइंस पढ़ी क्वेश्चन की एंड यू आर लाइक यार ये तो क्या ही है, आउटराइटली लीव दैट क्वेश्चन. उसको पढ़ो ही मत जब तक लास्ट तक नहीं पहुंचे. calmly solve the rest of the papers in the best way possible and then tackle that hardest question. And definitely 15-20 मार्क का क्वेश्चन आएगा हार्ड, लेकिन यार इवन 80 में से तुम 60 ले आते हो तब भी तुम्हारा एग्जाम्पशन आ रहा है. ओके, so don't fuss about that 15 to 20 marks and वो हार्ड आएगा and that is not exceptional, that is normal.
Okay, so इसमें ये समझ में आता है कि पेपर का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन more or less moderate पेपर है, but certain portion is tough which should be tackled at the last. पहले अपना जो easy है ऑर्डर ऑफ प्रेफरेंस होना चाहिए, बेस्ट आंसर टू वर्स्ट आंसर, और पहले अपना इंप्रेशन सेट कर दो ताकि द मोमेंटम सेट्स इन एंड यू गेट गुड मार्क्स. एंड बिफोर वी कंक्लूड दिस, मेरा लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज, आपने 80+ स्कोर करा पेपर में, सो व्हाट आर द टॉप टिप्स और जो बेस्ट आपका स्ट्रेंथ था या अच्छे पॉइंट्स है व्हिच यू वुड लाइक टू कन्वे टू द व्यूअर्स कि उनको वो करना चाहिए, एंड क्या मिस्टेक्स थी जो नहीं करनी चाहिए, सो दैट दे गो
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल
गुड मार्क्स.
स्ट्रेंथ तो यही है कि यू शुड नो कि तुम्हारा स्ट्रेंथ क्या है. लाइक डोंट रिपीट द सेम क्वेश्चन अगेन एंड अगेन व्हिच यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व इट. उससे टाइम वेस्ट होगा खाली. इंस्टेड पॉइंट आउट, मतलब देख लिया लाइक द सम्स व्हिच आर नॉट मार्क्ड इजी, डोंट सी those are the sums that you have to do, and even after doing that you have to write down the mistakes that you actually made while solving the sum. क्योंकि मिस्टेक्स ही है जो है और कुछ नहीं है उसके अलावा. लाइक इफ यू नो कि बीटा इज कोवेरिएंस डिवाइड बाय वेरिएंस ऑफ मार्केट, तो वो है अभी, यू कांट डू एनीथिंग अबाउट इट.
ओके, एंड ये तो था कि क्या करना है, मतलब यू शुड नॉट कीप ऑन प्रैक्टिसिंग द सेम सम व्हिच यू आर गुड एट, एंड what you should not do. What you should
not do. Read audit before SFM paper. that is something that you should not do. But apart from that, honestly, what you should not do should be first don't see the solution and then attempt the question. क्योंकि solution देख के कोई भी कर लेगा question attempt. Like मैं तो ये भी बोलूँगा कि you don't read the notes even, and even without seeing the notes you attempt the question. हो जाएगा, ऐसा बात नहीं है. वो approach आएगी उससे. You need to develop the approach क्योंकि exam में नए questions आएंगे.
Definitely, I would like definitely support Vatsal. There was just one question in forex, I believe, that एक था कि comparison करना था certificate of deposit में तुम्हें invest करना है कि कितने number of units में invest करना है. So that question I remember कि हर बार मैं देखता था थोड़ा peculiar लगता था, लेकिन solution देख के आगे बढ़ जाता था. I was like ठीक है, manageable है. And during the exam, मतलब वो 1.5 days में वापस मैंने solve करने की कोशिश की वो question खुद से, I was not able to do it. तो SFM में ये मिस्टेक होती है, लाइक कुछ सॉल्यूशन का थोड़ा सा हिस्सा देख लेते हैं, देन भी लाइक हाँ ठीक है हो गया, लेकिन नो, मतलब क्वेश्चन के बाद सॉल्यूशन देखना ही नहीं है बिल्कुल भी.
मतलब वही ऐसा नहीं कि खाली सॉल्यूशन देख के निकल गया, सॉल्यूशन के बाद सॉल्व कर गया. यू शुड फर्स्ट सॉल्व एंड पॉइंट आउट द मिस्टेक्स, कहां मैं गलत हो रहा था, एंड देन सी द सॉल्यूशन टू कंपेयर एंड नोट द मिस्टेक्स डाउन.
And like this goes for actually all papers. मतलब FR का भी, cost का भी, DT का भी, mistakes पे focus करो. अगर mistake पे नहीं focus करो तो फिर पढ़ने का कुछ sense नहीं बना.
Right.
So I would say that SFM is the most peculiar subject in CA Final. मतलब तुम कोई भी सब्जेक्ट लो, एफआर ले लो, ऑडिट ले लो, लॉ ले लो, आई थिंक कि अगर तुम उसे खुद से पढ़ोगे, इवन इफ यू ट्राई सेल्फ स्टडी, इट इज इजीली मैनेजेबल, मतलब इजीली नहीं लेकिन मैनेजेबल। लेकिन एसएफएम इज अ सब्जेक्ट विच इज एंटायरली न्यू और ब्रांड न्यू, अ डिफरेंट जॉनर, मतलब आज तक इससे पहले अपन कुछ पढ़े ही नहीं, फॉरेक्स, डेरिवेटिव्स, ये सब अपना आईपीसीसी में था ही नहीं। तो कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर होना इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट, आई कैन नॉट स्ट्रेस इनफ। मतलब देयर आर पीपल लिटरली इन देयर प्रिपरेशन लीव, they don't know about the indirect or direct code. मतलब they keep struggling in the cross rates and all that sort of stuff. So I think classes of SFM is very important relatively from all the subjects. So having your concept clear in the classes is very very important. वरना तुम्हारा PL का बहुत सारा workload बढ़ जाएगा. Okay. And second thing is ठीक है conceptual है, थोड़ा new चीज है, लेकिन it is the smallest subject relatively. तो अगर तुमने इसमें grasp बना लिया तो it would be like your best friend in the exams. मतलब एसएफएम जब रिवाइज करना तो मेरे को लाइक हाँ जब ब्रेक चाहिए तब मैं एसएफएम रिवाइज करूंगा।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली।
इलेक्टिव या एसएफएम के लिए, मतलब दो के लिए ये होता है।
हाँ इलेक्टिव तो लाइक तो अलग ही हो गया। इलेक्टिव को छोड़ दो तुम, तो उसके बाद एसएफएम इज लाइक द स्मॉलेस्ट सब्जेक्ट, एसएफएम और आईडीटी। तो आई बिलीव कि इसको स्ट्रॉन्ग करने से बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प मिलती है, एंड डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू डू रिटन प्रैक्टिस, एंड अगेन आई वुड एम्फसाइज हियर समराइजेशन। मतलब मैं सबको बोलता हूँ, हर जगह बोलता हूँ, समरीज बनाना। तो इसमें भी अगर आप एसएफएम में इफ यू स्ट्रक्चर लेआउट, इट इज वेरी वेरी इजीली पॉसिबल टू लाइक summarize a chapter in say 1.5 or 2 pages. So you don't write the answers but the different types of question and how do we go about it. Okay, अगर ये हो जाते हैं ना तो एक बर्ड आई व्यू होता है, तो इससे अपन को लगता है कि just the subject is manageable, it is within my grasp. So I think that is something which I did, which definitely helped me secure this 80 plus.
But I will also tell the viewers something. See, we are different. We both secured 81 and 83. Like right. So मतलब strategies different हो सकते हैं. You can have a third strategy as well. I never summarized for any subject whatsoever. तो मतलब इट्स मतलब वो डिफर करता है, हर जन का अपना स्ट्रेंथ होता है। मैं खाली वीकनेसेस का लिख लेता था कि हाँ ये मेरा गलत हुआ, लाइक आई फेल्ट दैट सफिशिएंट फॉर मी। रमर फेल्ट दैट कि उसके लिए ये सफिशिएंट है, तो हो सकता है किसी और के लिए कुछ और सफिशिएंट हो। लाइक आयुष माइट हैव अ थर्ड स्ट्रेटजी, हो ही सकता है डेफिनेटली।
आई थिंक इस वीडियो से ऑडियंस को कुछ मिला हो ना मिला हो, दे हैव गॉट that all people have different strategy and different opinions.
Yeah, exactly.
मैं और बच्चा हर चीज में डिफर कर रहे थे। So definitely it is the thing that you can take opinions, you can take our points, but the ultimate strategy is going to be your own. So don't spend too much time fostering on क्या करना है, क्यों करना है, कैसे करना है, कैसे करना है. Just get some points and have your own strategy.
And especially the point which Brahmar focused about concept in SFM, that is actually very important. जैसे forex में कई लोगों को देखा हूँ bid और ask they memorize कि हाँ इसमें इसको इससे multiply करना है, नहीं समझो. So that's the main point.
Okay, so that was a very interactive session with both of you, and hope the viewers have enjoyed a lot with this candid conversation, and they can now devise their own strategy basis the strategy of both of you. Thank you for your time and valuable input. Thank you. And the third copies of Vatsal and Brahma are attached in the description box. Do have a look at it. Thank you.